Ann Edwards, and I am a senior in the Multidisciplinary Studies program here at Boise State. I entered the program in 2014 after returning home to Idaho from Sacramento, California, where I had been living since 1983 and had obtained 2 associates, one in fine arts with a restaurant management certification and one in social sciences. I originally started at Boise State in 1978, and due to a series of tragedies in my life and having undiagnosed PTSD until 1994, I often say that my favorite grades at that time were D's to W's, as I was not able to make it through the semesters with the anxiety and depression I had. For me, I find that the act of completing something of such magnitude as obtaining my bachelor's and being doggedly determined to do so is more important to me than receiving the actual paper, for it is bringing a lifelong desire to completion against many odds. I have had many transformational moments during my endeavor to obtain this degree, but I believe the most current one, my internship with Sammy Tucker in spring of 2019, a former U.S. Air Force, U.S. Army Public Affairs officer, U.S. Paralympian archer, to be one that has been not only inspiring, but a reminder and affirmation of my own capabilities. The internship was completely online, as Sammy now lives in Southern California and I am here in Boise. I had met Sammy at my first Women Ignite networking event in 2017. I walked up to her, started chatting, told her about a book I wanted to write and that I wanted to work with veterans. After writing and publishing the book in 2017, I decided to work with Sammy in late 2018 to receive some personal transformational coaching. When my original internship fell through, I asked her if she would like an intern. Working with someone who had held such a tremendous position of responsibility helped remind me of my own strengths, and it reaffirmed my belief in my own capabilities, which has oftentimes been diminished by my PTSD and situations I have encountered because of it. I learned that I was capable of working with someone who changes direction with no notice, and I remembered just exactly how adept I am at tackling things I am unfamiliar with. I also had to face and dismantle several negative beliefs I had, unfortunately developed about myself through my own journey, as being labeled disabled and placed into the mental health system is definitely not a healing modality. Sammy would often assign me duties that I was unsure of how to complete, and soon the challenge for me began to be delving further into technology than I had dared venture before. When Sammy would change course overnight, like a salmon swimming upstream, I soon was able to simply follow her new path. I would call this affectionately doing the Sammy. I also learned from watching Sammy deal with life with just one limb, being positive and open-minded about her challenges, and knew that I could adopt that same attitude toward my own. I believe it is important to be exposed to higher levels of academia, as it stimulates the brain and expands one's mind. Academic life allows one to collect and think higher thoughts, raising the vibration of one's knowledge base. As I look back on the struggles I have faced obtaining my degrees, basically not knowing how to deal with anxiety and depression, continually hitting the wall at about midterm and dropping out, but somehow still obtaining 2 associates and now completing my bachelor's from Boise State, I am filled with mixed emotions. Happiness that I am finally so close to completion, and sadness that the fight had been so difficult, and hoping that perhaps my openness about my own undiagnosed mental health and seeking treatment will inspire others to open their minds about this subject and ask for help if they need it. I have found that I really like working with veterans, and I believe they are crucial to this country and our way of life. Yet they are often misunderstood, ignored, and discarded after returning home from war. I hope there is a way I can continue my work. It is important for those of us who have dealt with trauma and such serious matters in life to continue to live our lives and to thrive. Equally important to remember is that no matter what you are dealt with in this life that is unexpected, loss of a limb due to an accident on the way to your post, a diagnosis of a mental health issue, living at a lower socioeconomic level than all your friends, the color of your skin, your sexual preference, that it is crucial not to let others define your capabilities or let others' judgments rule your life. Always be open to following your personal dreams, for in dreaming, each individual can reach to obtain their true calling. The dream may manifest a bit differently in reality, and it may change throughout your life, but dreams are worth pursuing. I believe your life is truly a gift from God, and what you do with your life is your gift back to Him. He never said it was easy, but it is worth it.